everyone, I'm Charlotte and I run Charlotte Elizabeth Photography, and I just wanted to talk to you a little bit today about what it is that I do, and also to give you a few tips on how to find your wedding photographer as well. So I've done a few of these now, so if you've seen me before, hello again, and I just wanted to do it a little bit differently. So for finding your wedding photographer, the first thing that I would say that anybody needs to do is think about style. So what kind of style is it that you want for your day? Is it a more traditional style? Is it kind of dramatic? Or are you looking for natural and documentary style photography? Now that's the one that I mainly do. You can see much more of my work over on my website at charlotteelizabethphotography.com, but I am going to show you a few images from Mike and Louise's wedding here today as well. So when we say natural style, we are focusing on the little moments that happen as we go along through the morning. So it's really unposed, unobtrusive, and just capturing you and your bridal party, groom's party, doing whatever it is that you are doing that day. Okie doke. So we've got drinking champagne or Buxfords or just orange juice and champagne glasses, depending on what it is that you fancy. The reason that I enjoy this style most is because I like capturing the true emotions of your day. We also capture all the little bits in between. So rather than everything being posed and forced, I do enjoy the real smiles and sort of little bits and bobs that you might not generally see. So we've got mum seeing her daughter in the dress for the first time on the actual day itself. She'd been helping button up the back, so this was the first time that she'd seen her fully turned round. And there we go. The second thing that I would consider when looking at your wedding photographer is your budget. Now, photographers start at varying prices depending on how their packages work. I know some people who charge by the hour photography, and their packages start at around £200 to £300. I know other people do all-inclusive packages that include full day photography, albums, USBs, and their packages can start from £1,000 upwards. It's worth bearing in mind that last year the average spend on a wedding photographer was around £1,500. Okay, so that's kind of the average. You can get cheaper or more expensive than that depending on what it is that's included in your package. I'm going to talk about packages again in a little bit, but all my prices start at around £995, and that's for a half day photography, and you get all your images included in that. I'm just going to keep flipping through as we go. I just want to show you these closely because these confetti pictures, if you follow me on Instagram, you'll know that we shared these a couple of days ago. Confetti's some of my favourite. These guys really went for it and they got pummeled with confetti. It was brilliant. It's also worth thinking about the experience that your photographer has. Now, I'm not saying for 1 second that someone with less experience will not give you the images that you need. Everyone starts somewhere. What I do know is that the more weddings that your photographer has done, the more things that they will have experienced. So I'm talking things like rainy wedding days, people running late. I had a lady at one point, it was grandma to the bride, and it was a relatively cold day. It was a late September wedding, and she was wearing a luminous purple coat. There's no other way to describe it. It was bright, and she just wouldn't take it off. She just wanted to wear it the whole day. So during all the images, we've got this lovely lady in her luminous purple coat. Because I'd had some experience in the past, we managed to put her in a place where it didn't take over the whole image. It was still bright, I'm not going to lie to you all, but yeah, it didn't draw away from the bride and the groom, which is really what's important. It's also good if you've seen weddings running late and running early as well. Some people like to be on time, like to get things done as quickly as possible. So if you need to change your timeline, you need to be able to do that really quickly and just go with the flow. So I've been photographing weddings. This would have been my 7th year photographing weddings. That's changed a little bit now. So yeah, a lot of change to next year, but we've been going 7 years, which is a bit bonkers when I think about it, really. So we love capturing all these kind of moments. So we had a bridesmaid making her speech and then going straight for the hug afterwards. And then we've got this beautiful flower girl as well. So the next thing that I wanted to just tell you about were packages. Like I said earlier, every photographer offers different things within their package, which means that it can be a little bit difficult to compare if you're basing it just on price. I would highly recommend getting a spreadsheet or a notebook or something like that with people that you want to get pricing from and know what their packages are. Like I said before, some people do it from the ground up. They've got a base price and they charge per hour. Others do all inclusive. I've kind of gone in between. So I have a half day and a full day package. Half day is up to 5 hours, full day is up to 12 hours of photography. They include a USB of all your edited images, private online gallery, and you also get your time photography and a pre-wedding session in that as well. If you want an album, we can add those on afterwards. The reason that we do it that way, we used to do all inclusive, but people wanted either the album included or not, and more people were going for not. So we just made it an add-on rather than taking it off. The albums that I use are from a really local company, so they're based in Hoyland. I'm from Barnsley, so it's only a few minutes drive from me, which is great. And they come in either a 12 by 12, which is this size here, or we have a 10 by 10, which is obviously a little bit smaller. They also do 8 by 8 and 6 by 6s as well. I'll just quickly show you through this one. If you've got any questions, do let me know. You can find me on Charlotte at charlotteelizabeth.com, or you can get in touch with me through my website, which is charlotteelizabethphotography.com. On my website, you've got all the information on my packages, so I can give you all that detail there, including pricing and a date checker as well. The date checker is really useful, so you can just get in touch with me with a couple of details about your day and find out whether I'm free or not. So I've had a couple of questions this morning. Let me see what the first one was. How long does it take to get my images back? I love this question. So it usually takes between 4 and 6 weeks after your wedding day to get your images back to you. It depends how busy I am, so it depends if you're getting married in peak wedding season or whether it's a little bit quieter. I do try and get all the images back to you within 4 weeks, but it can be up to 6. The reason it can take so long, I suppose, is that I like to make sure that everything is perfect. I go through your images 2, 3, 4 times to make sure that we've got things out of the background that don't need to be there, make sure the colours are all right. We just like to make sure that everything is absolutely spot on before they get delivered to you. They all get put into your online gallery, and if there's anything that you want changing at all at that point, just let me know and I'll be absolutely happy to re-edit for you. It's not an issue at all. Second question that we've got, I think I might have covered this, how can we get in touch? So like I say, there's my website, that's charlotteelizabethphotography.com. You can also email me, you can call me, or there's all my social media as well. You can leave comments on this feed today. I will be hanging around the comments all day, so ask me anything. If you tag me in, that's probably going to be most useful so I don't get confused with who you're talking to. I just want to share these flowers with you as well while we're here. I've got a huge thing for flowers this summer. They're so bright and beautiful. I absolutely love them. I'm going through phases at the moment of my favourite aspects of weddings. I'm kind of just cycling through the whole lot. The other thing I wanted to mention to you guys today is a couple of offers that I've got going on. So all through the lockdown situation, we have had a 30% off all packages for key workers. That includes teachers, delivery drivers, people who work for the NHS, police, all those kind of things. We are going to be running that. I've made a decision until the end of the year. So you've got until the end of December to take me up on that offer. We've also got a couple of packages designed if you are having a small wedding this year and then doing your kind of main big party next year as well. If that is you and you want to have a chat about what it is that you want for your day, again, just let me know and we can make sure that we talk through all of that and get you a package designed depending on your needs. I know a lot of people are getting married this year and just having a smaller do. Maybe it's just you and your partner and a couple of witnesses, and then next year having the main event, I suppose, but doing the legal bit this year. Like I say, if you do want to get any information on that, just let me know and I am happy to sort something out for you. And there we go. I just want to share with you my first dance pictures. I'm going to go backwards for these two. So one of the other questions I get asked a lot is what time do I leave? So we get your first dance pictures, which are all very romantic and beautiful. But I don't like to leave until after your evening buffet has come out. That is because after your first dance, that's when the real moves start to happen. Up until this point, people have kind of been dancing a little bit, but not really going for it. After your first dance, we get people holding the veil, we get sons swinging their mums round. Everything goes on. It's brilliant and I love it. And I'm usually in the thick of it, capturing you all. And I think that is my time almost up. So if you've got any questions, do get in touch with me. You can find me on all the social medias. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all of them. Or you can get in touch with me direct through my website or email me on charlotte@charlotte-elizabeth.com. And thank you everybody for sticking around and I will see you all next time. Let me know if you need anything and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye.
Good morning.